So a user on Reddit called iBreakPhotos recently made a very bold claim that the camera system on the new Samsung phones, starting with the S20 Ultra, is faking photographs. How exactly? Well, by inserting extra information that doesn't actually exist in front of the camera lens to make it look like the camera is better than it really is. Just as a bit of a tangent, I realised something about photos the other day. If we look at the quality of photos since modern photography was used in the 1820s, as lenses and camera film got better and better, photo quality got higher and higher, to the point where, loosely speaking, a printed photo had more detail than the human eye could make out. Then, in 1975, the first standalone digital camera took a photo. It took 23 seconds to capture it, and while it's an iconic shift in how photography would develop, it was the very definition of potato quality. So it took until the late 1990s until digital cameras were affordable enough to be outselling film cameras. The problem was, the quality of the photos that digital cameras took was rubbish. But people put up with that because you could load the photos onto your computer instantly and you didn't have to pay and wait days to get your film photos processed anymore. Like with everything else, convenience won out. Digital camera photo detail increased steadily until we started squeezing them into smartphones, where they had a bit of a quality setback again due to the size limitations, and it wasn't until the 2010s when camera phone quality started being decent again. So my point is, if we look at the quality of the general public's personal photos, so basically the visual record of everyday life throughout history, quality gets better and better and better with film cameras, and then humanity goes through this period of like 15 years where general everyday photo quality took a dive as crappy digital cameras took over. And then we slowly started building back up with quality again. Anyway, you didn't click this video for my weak observations. Let's get back to Samsung. Cameras in phones have come a long way. Now, obviously, you can't fit standard, chonky, professional, full-scale camera optics into a smartphone, but what you can do is process the image using the computer inside it. So modern smartphones take advantage of every trick they can to make your photos look better. So when you click the button to take a photo on your phone, the most common trick is it takes multiple photos at different exposures and different focuses and then blends the best ones together to make one great photo. Then Samsung's come along and gone, camera trickery, hold my beer. The advert for the new S23 Ultra smartphone really pushes how great their camera is. They take a photo of the moon and show it in great detail, but that made at least one photography expert instantly suspicious. He knew that the moon was so far away, about 240,000 miles away, that even professionals with expensive kit struggle to take photos of the moon with that level of detail, even if you're like on a tripod. You couldn't even use the multiple photos stitched together trick. You physically can't get that much detail of the moon through the camera's lens. So what the flipping heck was going on? The expert from Reddit set up a test. He took a picture of the moon off the internet and blurred it right down so there was absolutely no detail in it. It was just a glowing white ball. Ansel Adams couldn't have taken a decent photo of it. And bonus points if you know who Ansel Adams is. He put this blurry image on his computer screen, darkened the room, and took a photo of the blurry mess with his Samsung smartphone. He looked back at the image that his smartphone had taken, and what the actual hell? It had got the full detail of the moon with all its craters and everything. What witchcraft was this? There was no detail there to recover, regardless of any advanced processing techniques. Well, it turns out the phone's artificial intelligence was recognizing this as the moon, taking existing photos of the moon, which are always the same as the same side always faces us, and slapped them across the top of his blurry photos. Like, what the hell? He didn't ask it to do that. AI within the phone decided that that was the moon and conned him into thinking that the camera was out of this world. Don't say that sounds stupid. That wasn't in the advert. The advert waffles on about the usual processing tricks, but he just proved that the phone had faked photos of the moon. That raises the question then, how many photos of your mom have they got to make her look better? I'm joking, of course. I've got all the photos of your mom. Anyway, I thought I'd give the experiment a go myself to see if I could reproduce it. I did the same. I took a photo of the moon and I blurred it right down, and I took a picture of it from across the room. And then, hang on, what's this? Computer, enhance! Oh! Subscribe for fun tech and AI news, apparently sometimes in a terrible Scottish accent. So sorry, Scottish people, Jesus Christ. Samsung have responded in an official blog post, I'll put a link below, outright denying that the images are fake and harping on about the multi-frame capture and refinement. So basically, Samsung are just using a different definition of fake. And to my mind, that Reddit user has caught them with their pants down. Don't make another mom joke. Don't make another mom joke. Don't make another mom joke. Well, that's it for this one. I'd ask you to leave a comment, but I can't trust that you're not a Samsung S23 Ultra.